No matter how dark the soil, a seed can still grow into a beautiful flower. Gabriel and Henry are siblings, born as twins by Mr. and Mrs. Obie. They lost their mother at an early age of 5. Since then, they have been living with their father. Mr. Obie is not a very responsible man. He has been a lazy man. While his wife was alive, he contributed little or nothing to the growth of the home. He often beats his wife whenever she tries to correct him. On several occasions she has been hospitalized. On one occasion she was beaten to pulp. She could not provide the kind of food her husband was demanding, even though he did not provide the funds for the meal. Mrs. Obie had always considered living, but everyone, including her parents, always advised against it. "My dear, stay in your husband's house. Stay for your kids," are the words she usually hear. One day she was in the house when her husband came in drunk. She had gone out of her way to prepare his meal that night, but when he was served upon his request, he didn't like the food. He immediately held her close and started beating her. She fell down unconsciously. She was pronounced dead after a week in the hospital. Mr. Obie still did not repent of his irresponsibility. Instead, he continued his drinking and paid no mind to how his actions might affect his kids. Henry, one of the twins, pondered a lot about his father's personality. He often questions why God will allow him to be born of such a father. He said to himself, "He is my father after all. I can't change that, but I can change who I become. I will be nothing like my dad. I want to be different," he added. He went on to improve his grades in school through a focused determination. He later became a renowned aeronautic engineer. His twin brother, on the other hand, also wondered why their father behaves the way he does. He said to himself, maybe the bottle gives him joy. He recalled his father always say he will always enjoy himself, that no one knows tomorrow. Then he made a promise to always enjoy himself without holding back on any fun that comes his way. After a while, he became a great drunk like his father. He was being sacked from one job after another due to his irresponsibility. He was given a choice at his present place of work to leave the job or go to a rehabilitation center. He chose the rehabilitation center, and this is because he watched his brother's interview at a bar while he was wasting away. His brother was asked what inspired him to become the great engineer, and his response was, "My father." His way of living and the result he had in life inspired me to live positively. After, I caught the understanding that your past doesn't define your future, and you can choose to grow and change. I decided to be different, and it paid out. He was applauded with honor. Henry later helped his now willing brother to reroute the direction of his life, and they went on to live a fulfilling life. Always know this: you can be different and better. Till we meet again in the next story.